Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about a somewhat sensitive topic over here, and that is Halo. Now, as I'm sure you guys probably know, Halo's always been the big and bread and butter when it comes to the Xbox ecosystem. Like, there is not really that many other games out there on Xbox that are more well-known and renowned than Halo always been. Now, there's a few other games such as, Fable, Gears of War, some other pretty big iconic games, or Forzas, depending on your niche, but I think all of us watching this video can probably agree Halo is the top cream of the crop, the most well-known game when it comes to Xbox. Granted, there's always been that one YouTube comment that's like, well, they own Activision now and Call of Duty this and blah 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 that, but let's all agree that Halo has been a pretty big deal. But one other big deal is the fact that Halo Infinite has been kind of renowned as a pretty big failure. The player base has completely fallen off a cliff, and as well, a lot of people are kind of upset about how Halo has been being handled. But right now, as of today, it's kind of the big topic of this video, we saw a really big update that might actually bring a little bit of a breath of fresh air into Halo, but there's also still a lot of community concerns about how the game itself seems like it's dead. There's no long-term plan for the game itself, and people are kind of left in the wild, where they just don't know if there's going to be another Halo game, when it's going to come out, how to fix Halo Infinite, and all of that. But right now, I do think there is a start, so we're going to bring up the good and the bad, because I don't want to just be completely dogging on the game company itself as a whole, so let's go and talk about it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on. The comment of this video is let me know if you guys have even played Halo Infinite for the past, let's say, even year or so. I want to know. And of course, when it comes to these types of videos too as well, I'm also throwing in my own opinion a little bit too, so don't mind that. So if you guys have probably had a chance to see it, Halo Infinite came out back in 2021. It's been a little while, people did like it, it was kind of that big Xbox vibe, people enjoyed it, they wanted something to play. But I gotta be honest, my take on the game sucked, bare bones. The multiplayer was cool. I liked it. I checked it out. That was mainly what I played. I did beat the story, so I'm not speaking out of me playing for 5 minutes and dipping. The story basically had no real reason to play it. Some weird open world vibe was strange. You can quite literally bypass the entire game by just flying over everything. It wasn't really a fun experience. It wasn't really a fun vibe. But I saw the potential, and we all know that most of these games usually kind of prefer more the multiplayer, or spend more time on the multiplayer. But right now and per recently, we've been seeing new updates, which if you guys have missed it, we have some tweets, I'll try to go and highlight some of these bigger things, is that basically they have been kind of slacking. There's been a lot of microtransactions when it comes to games like Halo, which in my honest opinion, I can understand. It's a free-to-play game. You want to make sure the game is good. You want to enjoy the game first and foremost, and then obviously, do the multiplayer, you do it on Game Pass, whatever it might be, you get players, you want to make some money off that, which is probably through microtransactions, you get these battle pass things, etc., but I just don't think it really fits that well with Halo. Now, granted, like I said, it's a different model, they're trying something new, and I get it, but they've actually had a chance to go add new things on this, and some people are still okay with it, they're kind of wanting to go test the waters, and some people are kind of against it. So they actually had a big update today, and they basically had this huge, addition of the game called the Exchange, which previously available customization items are back in the revamped Exchange store. So players can acquire these items using free Spartan points, which can be earned by playing matches and completing weekly ultimate rewards. So right now, this is kind of a good thing. Now, some people are kind of upset because the cooler and better stuff is actually still behind a paywall. This is older content and kind of just rehashed stuff. Let's just try to be optimistic because I actually would be down to rejoin and play Halo Infinite. I'd be down to check it out. If there's a huge update that changes the game, adds a bunch of stuff, I'd be down. I think they're trying to go down this route with stuff like this. But granted, a lot of people are still concerned about the future of it because, it doesn't have any big major changes, and it kind of seems like the dev support's fallen off a cliff. But either way, they're adding now stuff you can earn in the game by playing the game, which is, I think, huge for these types of games. It adds an incentivization for people to go and play. If you have a multiplayer game, how do you make people play? Helldivers has done a phenomenal job. It's you have these daily missions, you have to go and take over planets, it's ever-changing. Halo didn't really have anything good. And microtransactions, yeah, sure, or battle pass stuff, sure, but that doesn't really make me want to play the game. If anything, it makes me want to drop it. Although getting free stuff or limited edition free stuff by playing the game does kind of bump it up a little bit for me. There also is the Operation Pass, where they have a brand new 20-tier Operation Pass has been introduced to as well. 50-50. I mean, like, there's making content, they gotta make money, they're doing stuff, whatever. But one thing to note is the sandbox tuning. So the game's sandbox mechanics have been adjusted based on community feedback. So they had the plasma pistols, vehicle stunning ability has been reinstated. They've had Forge updates too as well. So they have 2 new Forge palettes being added, including one with flood-infected objects. And they've also had other improvements and other stuff into the update itself. So they have been adding stuff, and it does kind of seem like people are, like, excited. Like, look, they have, like, this fresh of breath air. Although not everyone's fully convinced. But they're saying, like, hey, I'm actually excited for this. I love the idea of Spartan points because it gives me some kind of concrete goal. And they're like, hey, we don't have any really big goal in the game, so I'm happy we have something. They're like, hey, we got free Spartan points. We got Banished Teams operations. We got new stuff. They want to see how the new Forge is going to be, which, for whatever reason, I still don't know why Halo never launched the game with the Forge, but, like, it's kind of cool. Like, it's coming over here, too, as well. And, well, some people are kind of on the 50-50. They're like, they're doing anything they can to avoid us giving us free credits. Too little, too late. And I'm one of those people where I'm kind of leaning towards the too little, too late. Let's go and say, even if I have I'm not really sure I'm going to title this video. It might be negative, it might be positive. That's just YouTube, you know, whatever it might be, just semantics, you know, whatever. But I do kind of think a lot of people have kind of just been too burnt by Halo. Like, they don't have a long-term plan. They don't want to do too much for the game. And it kind of seems like it's just on the back burner right now. And they put so much money, hundreds of millions of dollars in this game, to kind of have the player base fall off a cliff. And that stings. Like, no one wants that. But, like, it does seem like some people are getting excited. Some people are being cool. Like, some people are hyped up for it. And also some people are saying, like, hey, some of the older products, like the MCC, already have these features. So why double dip? Why even bother if it's already out there? And that's why things get a little bit more on the crazier side too as well. So some people are saying they have some nice little, like, you know, resetties, so good brand new grind. Some people are saying hell yeah. Some people are kind of cautiously optimistic, but it is cool that they are at least trying on the game itself. And once again, people are kind of like all over the place. Like, some people are saying it's going to be okay. They have brand new features. Some people are saying new features and content for retaining players. But they're also, once again, calling this out, saying that 343 doesn't have major plans for the remainder of Halo Infinite's development and is focusing more on the next game. And once again, it's kind of a weird, we don't know what to do or think. I do think Halo Infinite's kind of been a flop. Like, I like the game. I checked it out. I gave it a shot. Like, I don't want to go say it for blind commentary, but I just haven't been convinced to want to come back as, like, a general FPS player. I play every game. Like, I'll play League, I'll play Valorant, I'll play CSGO, I'll play Call of Duty, I'll play everything. Like, I don't mind. I'll play Apex. I'll check out, you know, like, X Defiant when it comes out. I played the finals. I play every game. I love games. Like, I'll check out everything. But right now, I haven't been convinced to want to play through Halo. Although, like, the interest is sparking. Like, not to be too much of a naysayer, but, like, hearing some of these updates and seeing some of these updates, I'm like, well, maybe. I haven't been convinced yet, but I do think Xbox really did drop the ball. Like, high level, Xbox should be putting their love, all of their attention, and everything they have into Halo Infinite. They should be making sure Halo game at the start was a phenomenal experience that everyone loved and everyone liked, because that is how they make money. That's how you keep players. Like, yeah, you could buy Call of Duty, but I feel like that's a cop-out. It's a smart business cop-out. It'll make them money, but for the love of the game, put some love and some attention and put some man-powered money into Halo. I know they already did on Halo Infinite, so you can almost just you don't want to keep on throwing money at a failed project, but at the same exact time, in my mind, Halo Infinite had potential. I feel like the sentiment was turning around. I feel like even going through some of these comments or going through, like, these things, some people are hyped up over here too as well. I mean, some people are calling out saying there's more people playing, you know, Fallout 76 than Halo, and if you even look at some of these, it's kind of like, you know, I mean, you know, 2,000 people playing a multiplayer game. Some of them are Xbox, though, just not always over there. But at the same time, like, the sentiment's not that good, and it makes me really, really sad. I do think these new systems are good. I think all these brand new pictures and updates for the game itself, like, I think this is cool because Forge is what made the game fun back in the day. I think the player base being involved in the game and having a say made it fun back in the day. Ranking was fun, having just a chance to play the game itself. And it looks like they're putting in effort. They are trying. Like, I still think they dropped the ball horribly. I still think that Xbox failed when it comes to Halo Infinite, but they are still trying. The devs are still trying. But what I want to do, like, the final points of this ramble video, I want them to add something that makes me want to come back. I want some brand new maps, maybe. I want them to maybe even themselves as devs to make really cool Forge launchers that let people join the game, like make the custom game so insanely fun that everyone's memeing on it and playing it. Or as well, maybe some of the community can do it, but it's not the community's job. They will, but it's not their job. And I also want to know their long-term plans. Because right now it seems like Halo Infinite is done. Like, they'll have small updates, but not like full-on 100% dev factors. But if they were like, hey, we're going to keep on adding stuff, adding maps, adding reasons to play the game, that would make me want to play the game. But right now, if the game is basically donezo into the next Halo, I don't want to go pick it up and re-download it and check it out, even if I see updates, even if I see other things. And that's where Xbox, I think, is failing. There is potential. There's a glimmer of hope. I do think they can turn this game around, or at least turn the series around too, but they really got to take it seriously. And this, I think, is a step in the right direction, and I want to see where it goes. So give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch room as well, and I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Click and subscribe if you guys want to.